through that ninth inning?
Yeah, I just want to get on for Frankie. Try to put an AB together, make the Dominguez's job hard. And then as the at bat went on, he missed on a couple fastballs and a slider. When I got to 3-2, I was like, just barrel it up. But the whole time it's crazy. I was just thinking about getting on first. And you hit a ball out, and it was kind of crazy. So I was happy he got up and got out.
At first, Carlos thought it was a double. Did you think it was gone, or what did you think?
You know what? I saw it go over the fence and I blacked out. Off the bat, I knew I hit it hard, and then I saw it go over and I was just happy.
What was that celebration, Jesse? You were pretty charged up going down first base.
Full blackout.
The helmet.
Yeah. I have no other answer than that. It was a full blackout moment from me. You just want to help any way you can, and I was just really happy.
To that point, just joining this team during the playoff push, just how does it feel, I guess, to make an impact this big right away?
It's what you play for, playoff baseball, right? Just the opportunity. It's a blessing to be a part of something bigger than yourself, and so it's really cool. And there's so many guys in here that I've known for a really long time. I've known Francisco since we were 9 years old, and so to come here and get to help any way you can, it's what you dream about, and yeah.
That's 2 walk-off wins this week. Obviously, you had a couple before that. Before you got here, this team had a few wins like that. What have you learned about this team the last few weeks that makes them thrive in those type of situations?
Yeah, obviously I was on the other side and saw it firsthand that there's it's a special bunch. You're never out of the game, and there's a lot of fight, and so it's really cool. It's really cool to be a part of, and we're just going to keep it going.
Have you gone back to watch the tape and your celebration, and what did you think if you did?
I haven't yet, but I'm gonna. Honestly, it's one of my, it's probably my, whenever you can help a team win, especially when you get traded, in this time of year, it's probably, on a personal level, it's probably one of my favorite things I've done. So yeah, I'll definitely watch that one for sure.
What was the celebration in here?
It was awesome, man. These guys are amazing. These guys are amazing. Since the first day I've been here, I see why they've had so much success. And everyone here works so hard. They prepare so well. So it's really cool to be a part of.
You've had a few fun moments with Met fans as a visiting player. What's it like to have this moment for them, with them on your side?
Yeah, it's a lot better having them behind you than on the other way, for sure. But I'll always say this: I have a ton of respect for the Mets fans. I've had it since 2019, and it's cool having their support. We're going to need them. And they travel well too. That's another thing. They travel well, so it's cool. It's like I said, it's a blessing to be here. It's an honor. It's a privilege. So just whatever I can do, I'm going to keep trying to do it.
You said you know Frankie since you were 9.
I feel like a really, really long time.
How'd you first meet him?
Baseball. Orlando, baseball. Yeah.
How eager are you now to get this road trip going, facing teams that you're in direct competition with?
Yeah, they're good teams. It's exciting. It's what you live for, and it'll be cool to go play our brand of baseball and do our thing.
Sean, where were you when Winker hit the walk-off?
Right over here. No, I was in the training room, and it was amazing.
What was the reaction?
Elation, it's a very good team over there, so to hit a walk-off like that, first Mets home run, that's really, really cool. So it was a beautiful thing.
Sean, do you feel like you've hit another level here over the last month plus?
No, I feel like I've just been consistent and with all the things I can control, routines, all those things, and just feeling really good where I'm at.
At any point, did you start to think about no-hitter, perfect game? You've already thrown a no-hitter before. Was it feeling like that at some point?
Yeah, definitely. It's hard not to think about that stuff, and it's definitely gone through my mind, and just definitely thought about it.
What was working so well for you today specifically?
Getting ahead of guys, throwing all my pitches for strikes, especially my changeup. I definitely think that's been something that over the last couple of starts I've gotten a lot more feel for, and when I can throw that thing for strikes and behind the count, all those things, it definitely helps out a lot.
How about the importance of getting this series?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, that's a World Series contending team, and those guys are very, very good over there. So to want to get the series against those guys and just then homestand on a good note is huge for everything here, and just got to keep going.
How's your arm feeling? You were hit by the 89-mile-an-hour liner. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, it ran the hand, but
Nothing to you.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I've definitely been hit by worse. So.
How much pride do you take going deep into games, stringing together these quality starts, especially with where you guys are in the season and some of the injuries you guys have had in the staff?
Means a lot. I mean, it's ultimately the goal for me is just go deep into the game and help this team win. And I feel like if I'm able to do that, put ourselves in a good spot. And it definitely feels good to do that and just help this team out in every way I can.
Sean, you said that it was hard not to think about the perfect game. What's going through your mind when back-to-back innings you get those defensive gems from Iglesias and then Vientos?
Yeah, I mean, it's special. I feel like every one of those games has plays like that, and those two plays are definitely up there. So preserve the game like that, and just everything about it was incredible.
You're potentially and likely a free agent, so I thought I'd ask you how are you enjoying New York? I know you like the subway, as I've seen you on it, but how are you liking New York so far?
Loving it. Everything about it. City, people, teammates, organization. Loved everything about it, and just want to keep going.
Sean, are you aware as the game goes on, pitch count wise, when you're pitching a game like that you're doing the math like how much rope am I going to have to kind of stick around late? Are you thinking along those lines?
Yeah, it's hard not to judge where you're at. I feel like I do that every game, and obviously some games are better than others, but games like that just kind of judge where I'm at and just try to be a little more fine as the game goes on, and just continue to do what I've been doing.
Because even that part of it seemed like you were doing pretty well.
Yeah, getting some quick outs there. The strikeouts. The Urias AB. That was a battle for sure. But other than that, I felt like I got quick outs and just feeling good.
Thanks, Sean.